Hey everybody, Shane Severson here, Tips Tuesday. I want to do a two-part series on expectations of sellers and what you should be doing, preparing for, expecting during these crazy times, and so forth. First, I want to start off with the first week here, and then I'm going to follow it up next week, and I'm going to follow it up with more expectations and so forth. But we always talk about the best seasonally time to sell a home, and we are in that time. Kids are out of school, market's getting hot, more homes coming on the market, 80% more buyers or whatever it is. We got a lot of activity going on right now. So what should you be doing if you're a seller and want to get the most for your money? Well, I want to talk about the first video. I want to talk about the three things for repairs, making sure your house is prepped, making sure it's ready. I talk about this a lot. I've shared it before, but the first three things that you should look at are eyesores. If you have holes in the wall, if you have a black wall painted, black room, bright pink room, if you've got big hole or a big Kool-Aid stain in the middle of your carpet, those are what I call eyesores. Those things, buyers walk in, they look at those and they think, nah, this isn't the house for me. I know it's silly, it's just a hole, it's just carpet, but buyers have a really hard time looking past that. So making sure that you get past the eyesores, getting those fixed. Number two, major things that are dated, or I should say things that are majorly dated. People cannot stand brass. Here's what's crazy. Things change over time. Styles change over time. I'm not talking gold. Gold is now the new standard. I know it's crazy, but if you look at it, a buyer will be able to tell that's gold, this is brass. People hate brass. I can tell you out of 100 showings, if I'm walking through with a buyer, out of 100, 95 of those buyers are going to say, ew, brass. Why would they leave the doorknobs? Why would they leave that brass fan? Why would they do that? And you would be surprised at how many people notice that. That is major dated. If you have oak cabinets, sometimes that would be considered dated. And I always say you might want to paint them white, put some nice black knobs on, transforms your entire house. So number one thing, eyesores. Number two, things that are majorly dated. And number three, kitchens and baths. We know that kitchens and baths are what drive the prices. And so you always want to look at remodeling, updating, refreshing your kitchen and baths. Now, why do I put majorly dated and eyesores above that if kitchen and baths are the ones that drive prices? Because you got to keep them in the house first. If they're walking through and they see eyesores, they'll walk out before they get to the things that equate to the money. So anyway, I hope that helps. If you're a seller, now is the time to start preparing your house. Now is the time. Reach out to Seth, Cameron, or myself, and we will come out. We'll look at the home. We can help you make these types of decisions, and we'll get you the most for your money, because now's the time to do it. God bless. We'll see you next week where we talk about expectations, what's going on in the market for our sellers. We'll see you next week.